Is davening.
Davening, that's my favorite part too. What about you, Shimmy?
I don't know yet.
To think about it, we could come back to you. Should we come back to you?
No.
No? I can't hear you, sweetie. Okay, moving on to Adam. Adam, what was the best thing in Hebrew school for you this year?
The best thing, Anna.
What was your favorite part of Hebrew school? Was there a favorite activity? Something that you learned?
Tell her. Please do what you tell her. Good, Adam.
I see something beautiful right in front of you that you made in Hebrew school. Can you pick it up so everybody else can see what it is? That is a beautiful tzedakah box that you made out of Lego. What was your favorite thing that you did in Hebrew school, Adam? Want to think about it a little bit more? Yeah, okay, we can come back to you. Okay, Sawyer, you're up. You gotta unmute yourself.
My favorite thing was playing the fun games that Rabbi Tzvi made.
Missed that?
Yeah.
I know. Hopefully soon we'll be back, better than ever, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Elazar, what about you?
My favorite thing was when we did the Hanukkah party. Was it the Hanukkah party?
With what activity?
That escape room thing. That you have to.
You enjoy that?
That where they dump the coins, the chocolate coins.
The gelt drop, exactly. Wow, that feels like it was 100 years ago. We'll keep that on our list for next Hanukkah, okay?
Okay.
Right. Okay, Karina, are you still with us? I don't see you. Here you are.
Yes, I am.
What was your best part in Hebrew school?
My best part, I think it's today.
Today? Okay, I like it. Living in the moment. Amazing. Okay. I think that's Evan over there. Evan, do you want to tell us something about Hebrew school? I know that right when you started coming, we kind of stopped having Hebrew school. Do you want to share something? I guess not. Mora Sarah, what was your best part of Hebrew school?
My best part of Hebrew school was teaching all my boys and going outside with them and playing basketball to learn Juku.
Sounds like fun. You never invited me.
You were always invited, Maura Stern.
I was having fun with my kids. We had a great time doing our history scrapbooks and playing games and all sorts of stuff. Morachaya, what was your favorite part in Hebrew school? What are you gonna miss most?
What am I gonna miss most? I'm gonna miss seeing my second graders and my third and fourth grade students. And we did a lot of fun learning together. We did JUQ outside. That was always fun. We always did our little warm-ups at the beginning of the day. And I'm gonna miss it a lot. And like Kate said, our pizza party was a lot of fun.
That's right, JUQ was a lot of fun.
And JUQ.
Okay, guys, make sure you have all your painting supplies in front of you because our artist just came on. So put the beach ball down, Karina. Make sure you have your cardstock and your paintbrushes, the thick one and the thin one, your cup with water, and make sure you have a good sharpened pencil. Okay, I didn't put a pencil inside your packet, so make sure you have a sharpened pencil. Okay, and now I'm going to introduce to you a very special artist who lives in California. Her name is Mrs. Brecken. And do you know, she used to live in Chandler just a few years ago. And her kids came to Chabad Hebrew School. We never had an artist when her kids were in Hebrew school teach us how to paint. So now she's going to change that. And we're each going to get to create our very own Mount Sinai. And then Shimmy, give yourselves a little space so that you have some elbow room to paint, okay? Ben, move your chair a little bit away from Shimmy's chair. Okay? There we go. Now I'm going to spotlight Mrs. Brecken's video so we can all follow her instructions. Take it away.
All right. Thank you so much. My name is Mrs. Brecken, and today we're going to work on a watercolor painting. So right here I've got the picture that we're going to paint. It's a picture of Mount Sinai. Does anybody have the sketch that might have been provided? Or does everyone have a blank piece of paper?
Blank.
Okay, perfect. So now we're going to start by grabbing your pencil, and we're going to start by drawing the mountain. So Mount Sinai has a bunch of rocks on it. So the way to start doing that will be draw letter A's without the line in the middle. So we're going to start on the canvas about midway, halfway up the page, and just draw your first A. And then you're going to continue across the page by making different shapes to make all the different rocks. So you can go ahead and start right now. I'm going to use a marker so you can see what I'm doing. There's our first shape. And just continue across the page, making little A's as you make your mountain. Okay, so how is everyone doing with the drawing part? Can I see anyone's shapes yet? Okay, great. I'm going to move on to the flowers. So below the mountain, we're going to draw some flowers. So just go ahead and make as many as you'd like. Just decorate it up as pretty as you want. And the shapes of the flowers can be any shape that you want, as long as you can tell that you're going to color it in with the different colors here. So I'm going to start with the big flower in the middle and put some leaves on it. And then we continue across the page, drawing the remainder of the flowers. And I'm just going to go down and fill in the rest of the page. You're making little half circles, and then inside the center, draw a little circle to fill in the middle. Okay. All right, so I've got all my flowers. I'm going to add the leaves. So just continue to draw on your page. If you take a little more time, that's okay. So add your leaves. Okay, and just add leaves to all the flowers. We're making it as colorful as we can. All right. Can anyone hold up their page so I can see how it's looking right now? Or is everyone still drawing? Okay, perfect. That looks great. All right, so now we're going to do the Lucas on the top. We're going to draw a rectangle shape. and a line down the middle. Now the letters that I drew are Hebrew letters. They signify each one of the 10 commandments. So if you don't know how to fill in the Hebrew letters, that's okay. The first letter will be an olive. Just make some shapes so it looks like there's some letters on the Lucas. Or you can try to copy the shapes that I'm drawing here. All right. So now we have our canvas laid out. And we're going to move on to start to paint the colors in. So first thing you're going to want to do as soon as you have your sketch ready is you're going to choose your blue color. So we start with the background and move to the front of the page. So the background will be a solid color blue, and that's the first color we're going to start with. The way that you want to get your paintbrushes filled with color is first grab your large brush. So everyone grab their large brush. Wonderful. And then dip it in the water. Get it nice and wet.
I
And
have a question.
you brushed it?
No, is it the light blue?
It is the light blue, yes. Okay, so if you get your your brush too wet, the paper will warp. So what you're gonna wanna do is get your paint really, really wet and then start with a line on the top just to see how much water is in your color. If it starts to drip, you have too much water on your brush and you're gonna wanna get it more wet with the blue color. And once you have a nice consistency, which means the mix of the water and the paint allow you to put the color on the paper, just go ahead and fill in the whole background with blue. You're going to want to dip your watercolor brush in the water and fill it with paint as it disappears. So as you go down, you may see less and less blue. Go ahead and dip it in the water and then start filling in your background. Just go around your pencil lines. If you get them a little in the lines, that's okay. And just continue through the whole entire sky. With your color blue. And if you want, you can add the darker color blue for a little sky contrast, but for this picture, we're just doing one solid. So I need a little more water. And then I'm dabbing my paint in the paint again, the brush, and I have some more blue. And you're just going to fill in the background. All right. So I've got the sky colored in. Is anyone close to finishing their sky? Not yet? Okay, so keep working on the sky. I'm going to start moving on to the mountain. The mountain is a brown color. So do you have a brown in your paintbrush kit, in your paint kit? Okay, wonderful. So I'm going to rinse my brush really well because the colors will blend unless you get all the paint off your brush. So first thing I'm going to do after the sky is filled is rinse my brush. All right. So just keep filling in your sky. And once you've got your sky filled in, we will move on to the mountain. So I'll start with the mountain. And I'm selecting my brown color. I get my paintbrush wet. and dip it in the big, you're using the big brush still, and go ahead and fill in your mountain. Mine has a little too much water. As you can see, it's really light. I want it a little darker. So I'm just going to dab my paintbrush on the paint a little more so it gets a darker color. And there we go. It's coming out a little darker. So the more water you have on your brush, the lighter your color will turn out. The less water you have on your brush, the more you'll have to apply the color, but it will be a darker color on your mountain. All right, so just continue to fill in all of your space, your shapes, those little A's that you drew. We're gonna leave space on the bottom here for the grass. So just fill in the brown color to the bottom of the lines that you drew. All right, and a little more water on my brush, and we'll fill it in. Okay. So now I've got the mountain filled in. And just continue on as you're painting. Let's see how everything's going. Oh, that looks great. Wonderful. Okay, so we're ready to move on to the grass. And the grass, make sure you rinse your brush out really well again so that there's no paint left on the brush. And we're going to get the green color now. Okay, we're still using the large brush. And go ahead and dab your paint in the green and start filling in the grass. You're going to want to move around the shapes of their flowers, leaving them without color in them. Leave the flowers white because we want to make sure we can see the bright yellows and reds and blues once we get to that part. So I'm going to fill in the grass. And if you have some white space in the painting, that's okay. The goal is just to get the color across the page without dripping into the white flowers. So remember, continue to dab your paintbrush in the water to add more color. And fill in your grass.
Let's maybe take a minute and make sure everybody can catch up to where we're up to.
Wonderful. So while you're catching up, I'll just talk about the picture here.
Let me just find out. Hold on one second.
Okay.
Adam, where are you up to, sweetie? You drawing the picture still? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, good. We're gonna wait for you to catch up, sweetie. Okay, don't worry about it. Nona, are you okay? You okay? How you doing?
Good.
Are you painting the background or are you already painting the grass?
I'm still drawing.
Excellent. No worries. Excellent. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait for you to catch up, okay? Rena, how about you, sweetie?
I'm painting the grass.
Excellent. Kate, are you with us?
I finished painting the grass.
Fantastic. Ben and Chimmy, how you guys doing? One of you got your mountain painted, the other one is still working on it. Okay.
Very good.
Okay, we're going to give you a few more minutes and Mrs. Brecken is going to explain to us something about the painting meanwhile. So don't feel rushed, just keep on working, okay?
Yes. With watercolor, it does take time, so don't feel rushed. I'm just going through kind of quickly so that you can take the lesson, but basically, Mount Sinai was covered in flowers, And so that's why we're painting the flowers for Shavuos. This is when Moshe was up on the mountain and he received the Lukos from Hashem. And so this painting that we're making is special to remember a Shavuos. So as you paint your sky, your mountain, and your grass, you see the scene come to life. So take your time because it is difficult for watercolor. Oh, that looks great. So she's got her mountain, sky, and grass ready. Beautiful.
That's nice.
All right, so yes, so watercolor is actually a very neat skill that you guys are learning today. As you paint, you're going to learn the amount of water you dip your brush in and the amount of paint that you put on your brush will make a lighter or a darker color on the page. And also, if you put too much water, the paper will start to warp. That's okay because when you frame it, it will flatten out. So don't worry if there's a lot of water on your page right now and it's starting to warp. That's normal for watercolors. All right. So is anyone ready to move on to the flowers? Okay, a couple are you, and some of you are still on the grass. All right, so beautiful. So now for the flowers, you can pick whatever colors you want. I chose red, yellow, blue, and purple, but you don't have to do that. You can color the flowers in however you want to color them in. So make sure that you, actually, let's see. I think we're gonna use the small brush for the flowers. So you can put.
So now we're using the small brush for the flowers.
Yes. Yeah, the small brush for the flowers since they're smaller. This way we won't go outside of the lines and you can stay inside. So go ahead and pick your first color and I'm gonna pick a red.
I don't have a small brush.
Okay, so that's fine. The big brush will work.
Kate, it's inside your kit. Between the colors is a small wooden paintbrush.
Oh.
Very skinny. See it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Thank
Okay, great. So that's the brush we're gonna choose for the flowers. So we've got the small brush and just go ahead and start by coloring in your flowers. Everyone's doing a great job. Has everyone completed the drawing of the painting, the drawing of the sketch and are moved on to painting at this time? Wonderful. Okay, great. So we'll just keep painting. And if you need to catch up, do the sky blue, the mountain brown, the grass green, and then start your flowers. Between each color, rinse your brush out really well. Beautiful. Yes, that's perfect. So fill in all of your flowers.
Blue.
Yeah, you can use blue, purple, yellow, red.
How do we use purple if we don't have purple?
Oh, that's a very good question. So when you have colors that you want to use but you do not have them, what you're going to do is blend two colors together. So this is where your paint kit will get blended, but go ahead and dab your paintbrush in the red and then mix it with the blue. Red and blue will make purple if you wanted purple flowers.
I think we already have purple. if we want.
Then you can just do, let's choose another color. What color do you like?
Hazel.
That sounds good.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Can we make our flowers black if we want?
Make your flowers black if you wanted to. You can do any color that you'd like. All right. So I'm going to put blue across the middle and just continue to fill in the flowers. Oh, it's looking great. I can see your flowers. All right. Okay. Have you added? Oh, that looks beautiful. Okay, so you're ready to move on to the next step. I think some other people are still coloring their flowers. So we're going to wait a little bit on that. If you want to put leaves on your flowers, you can add green little tiny triangles to the outside of the flowers to add little leaves. Otherwise, you can just wait while we finish filling in the flowers. Okay, I'm going to choose a yellow for the middle. And let's see what color I have here. This is a darker blue blended with a red. So it's almost purple, but not quite. So just fill in all your flowers, as many as you want. And it's getting closer to being finished. So just continue through your picture. I'm going to add the leaves now. All right. So how is everyone doing? Are we getting to the flowers? Oh, that looks beautiful. Beautiful. Excellent. Very nice, everybody.
Jonah, good job.
You like mine?
I loved yours.
Oh, wow.
Karina, that's gorgeous. Hey, can I
Thank
see yours
you.
again?
You guys are doing amazing. All right.
So I got some paint on my fingers.
Oh, that's okay. It'll wash off. It's watercolor, so it comes really easily. But you can let it dry for now on your hand, and then after we're done, you can wash your hand off. I get paint on myself all the time.
I also do it with markers too.
Oh, wow. Excellent.
The markers. It's just
Sawyer
when
and
I'm
Elazar, I would love to see yours. You guys are working so hard.
Oh, and I love painting, and I finally get to paint in my room by myself.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I never get to do that.
Yeah, painting is so much fun.
I know.
As you continue painting your flowers or your grass, I'm gonna just fill in a little color on the Lucos. So I'm choosing a really light brown. I'm gonna just put a lot of water on there and outline the line of the Lucos using the small brush. So there's just a little outline to add some color. All right, very nice. And the next step, we're gonna let the paints dry a little bit because the last step is going to be outlining the mountain so it stands out. So you're gonna take your little paintbrush again.
Sawyer, that's gorgeous. gorgeous. Did you see that, Mrs.
You
Brown?
dip it in
Let
the
me
black.
see.
Oh, you're picking up again. Gorgeous.
You dip it in the
That's
black.
amazing.
Wow.
You
That
dip
looks
it in
so
the
great.
black paint.
You guys are all so talented. All right. So now we're going to just outline the mountain and the flowers with the black color so it stands out. If you do have a marker, a black marker, you can use that instead of the black paint. But if you have just the paint kit that we have for you, go ahead and get the black really wet and dark.
Oh, really wet.
Yeah, you want to make sure you have enough black, and then make sure that the paint mixes in so that your brush has enough black on it, because it'll come out gray if it doesn't have enough paint on there. And then you're just going to go across an outline. Right on top of your pencil drawing. And this just highlights the colors so that they bounce off the page.
So it looks real.
Exactly. All right, so how is everybody doing?
Good.
Are we on the outline?
Yes.
Wonderful.
Anna, yours, sweetie?
Oh, that's beautiful. She finished.
Well, I'm not done yet. I still
Halfway
need more.
through the outline. It's looking good. All right.
Really see the picture.
The picture? Can you see it?
Well, I can see part of it, but there's like something.
Something in the way? Okay, let me bring it over. This is the picture that we just drew. Can you see it?
Yeah, there's just a little like line in between.
It might be something on your computer, Kate, because there's nothing blocking the picture from Mrs. Brecken's side.
All right. So just go ahead and copy as much as you can and paint, fill in the rest of your painting. And if you're finished, I'd love to see it. I can see everyone's working hard. Oh, that's beautiful. Great job. All right.
Is that all?
If you've outlined your mountain and you've colored all of the flowers, then I believe you have a completed piece. Let's see what you've done. Oh, that's beautiful. Wow. Everyone oh my goodness, I'm so impressed.
Adam, that's gorgeous. Can you pick it up again?
Wow.
Whoa. Adam, that's beautiful.
Great job, everybody.
Jonah, that's stunning. I love it. Did you make a sun up in the sky? It's gorgeous.
That
I
is
love
so
it.
nice.
So creative, Jonah.
Wow. Very nice.
Whoa. That is really special. If you guys can take a picture of your painting and text it to me, I would love to have that. Okay, guys? These are really, truly masterpieces.
This is my best painting yet.
That's wonderful.
I've never really painted like this before.
Yeah, watercolor is different. A lot of people haven't tried it, but it's a lot of fun.
Like this. When I paint with my mom, I just paint different shapes and
Oh,
things.
so this is the first picture that you've drawn.
Yeah. My grandma used to do this kind of stuff. She used to be an artist.
Oh, wow. That's really special.
Did we finish, Mrs. Brecken? Are we done?
Oh, yes. I was just waiting to see if anyone's done, but the picture is now complete. So we filled in all of the mountain, the flowers, the sky, and the lucos. And we have completed our lesson today.
Thank you so much. This was so much fun. Guys, can you take off your mute button and tell Mrs. Brecken thank you? She came all the way from California to teach us this. Could you believe it?
Thank you for having me.
This was so much fun. Thank you. Do you remember what we got on Mount Sinai? What did Hashem give us on Mount Sinai? Do you remember? The Torah, exactly. This Friday, 10 o'clock in the morning, as long as you make a reservation, we're going to have the reading of the 10 Commandments in 10 minutes while we're 10 feet apart. And you're all going to get an ice cream, and mom and dad are going to get a cappuccino and a Danish, okay? But I just need to know that you're coming so we make enough spaces for everybody to be far apart from each other, all right? So text me a picture of your mountain. Let me know if we're going to see you Friday morning. Kate, can I see your masterpiece? Oh, that's gorgeous, Kate. But you better sign that masterpiece. It's going to be worth a lot one day. There's a picture on the bottom of that. It was so much fun seeing all of you. Thank you, Mrs. Brecken, Adam, and Samantha. I hope you have a great summer. We'll see you very soon. Ben and Simi and Daniel, Karina, Jonah, Yocheved and Yeshaya, Elazar and Kay and Gabe. So good to see you all. Karina, that's beautiful.
Thank you.
Have a great day. And remember,
Thank you.
remember all your friends. And I'm going to keep on sending you emails and updates of all the fun things we'll be doing throughout the summer, okay?
Okay.
Bye. Enjoy your project.
Bye.
You guys know how to use this? Okay?
No.
Yeah,
I know. No. I do not.
Okay. Hey, Rabbi just sent your dad a video.
How to paint like this.
It goes
And
in your
use
arm.
colors.
Not like that. Here, Kate. Watch. Toby. This. Hold it like this. Got it like that? Push it together till it's like this. Samantha, you have one of these? How do you
After something happened, I was just watching and then it turned on. They're going to hit the ball and then.
Kate, where is yours? Kate.
Hold on, I'm fixing it.
Okay.
Got it.
You want to watch while Toby shows you how to use it? There, perfect, Kate. Hold it like that. I'm going to turn the stage over to Toby. She's going to show you what to do. Okay? Sit down. Begin. Kate, watch. It goes down one hand and then straight onto the other. figure it out? Cade, you got it? Okay, Rabbi will show your dad. He's sending him a video. Yeah? It's a lot of fun. All righty, guys. Thank you, Mrs. Brecken. Have a good Shavuos.
Thank you.
Wow, this is Nussens. Isn't that pretty? Gorgeous. I love your handwriting. Beautiful job. Can't hear you, Kate.
Thank you.
You're welcome.